I was raised an only child. I do have two brothers
Lucky.
on my father's side, but we weren't raised together. So definitely, I always had an imagination. Probably was around 8 years old, and I started off with poetry. May have been kick-started with like a school project or something, but I don't remember. I just remember always, writing and started off with like stanzas and stuff like that, and then started writing raps because Bone Thugs and Harmony were my number one favorite group. I loved their harmonies and the melodies they came up with. So, and I used to know all of the lyrics, so I would write it down. Back to tape decks when you had to press pause and write down and play, then pause and play, then pause and write them down. So that's what I used to do with Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I am actually shy, so nobody knew that I could sing. So one day I just, started writing vocal songs and still, didn't share it until maybe I think that would be the first, sharing of the original music 10 years ago. I think that I've always been introverted. And probably, that back to that thing being raised as an only child. Even though I did have my god sister and cousins and stuff like that to keep me company. I was pretty much
Hmm.
always alone. So yeah, just building up that imagination and all of that kind of stuff. But just started performing live last year.
Yeah.
Shout out to one of my dear friends, Keith Simpson. He is a professional drummer for Kindred the Family Soul, and he basically
That's
sent
hard.
me a flyer for an open mic here in Philly. And he's
Uh-huh.
like, the people need to hear you. And so I just started singing live last year. But one thing that I do to combat the fear is sing with the glasses on. Pretty much the only way I perform.